Guys, it's GameCat98 here for another video, and today I'm starting a new series that I talked about 3 months ago and thought I would make 3 months ago, and that is my new series on building better. And basically what it is so I'm going to show different building techniques to get better at building and to help both you and me, just because I'm not the best either. And so let's get into it. This first episode will be in 3 parts. The subject will be in 3 parts. And this is terraforming. Okay, and cut that so that I can go setting, video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Terraforming is a process where you turn a landmass like this into something like this. So basically what it is you form the land, you landscape, as it's also known as, so you form the terrain to your perfect needs. Sometimes you make it look nice and beautiful like this, so what you do is like carve it back, add some dirt at the top, make it ball around, and then add textures to it like cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, and andesite here. So I just like shave away at this and stuff. This is empty, but yeah. And so yes, so you can make it, so yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. You can, in that example, okay, 3, 2, 1. In that example, we showed how you can make a spat. Okay, 3, 2, 1. In that example, we showed how you can make a cliff steeper. In this one, we can show how you can make it less steep and more climbable. This can also make your build look more realistic. That's very man-made for Minecraft, but this looks a bit more Minecraft-esque. And so, yes. And so then the last thing is you do both these things. You flatten it down, but you also steepen it in some parts to make it this. Because you can't do this all the way around your whole thing, and then it's also like you can't get up it, most likely. So then you add you add the steep cliff part, and then a flatter part to get up it here. So let's say I had my house, let's say it was bigger and went back more, and I had my house up here. So it'd be a beautiful view, my house up there, and then a cliff here. But I wouldn't have any way to get up there, and this is where you can merge the 2 different types of building here. So I'm going to show a couple of examples of that, and then do one as a time lapse. Okay, I think that was... Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here's one, okay. Never mind. 3, 2, 1. Here we are on my server where we have this land that's all flattened out. This here used to be much steeper and harder to climb. This used to have a bunch of trees, and there used to be an island here. And so now I'm probably going to add more trees and stuff that'll come in a later episode. Another example that you've seen in a video was this mountain. It's not a great build, but it was one of my first things. It was a very big project for me, even in creative. And yeah. And another one that's more realistic to Mojang, but also like the terrain, is this one. So the side of the cliff is very Mojang-esque, and then I added something that looks like a man-made pathway against the side here. And there's another portal to the Nether hub. So then this goes all the way up and around, and to one of the better things is this cliffside here, which is very nice. And then up here is a cave, which we will also show in another episode. And so that's another example, and let's okay, those are the examples I have. So let's get into the time lapse. Okay. Three, 2, 1, action. Okay, so where we are going to do our time lapse is in my Poison Punch world. So I have done a video on here. This is not the same world, this is a redo of it, better. And so it's basically the same map. I'm not going to go over it, but over where we're going to do our thing is over here in the snowy area with the nice ice mice, which you will learn about if you watch the video. I'm going to put the link in the description. But basically the difference here is, instead of trying to get up a mountain, you have to get across this plain with these strays shooting at you and spawning around you. The problem is so since it's always night usually, but for this I had day just so it looks better, they can just run off and attack you when you're not ready. Like, they can get over here, which is not good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cliffs on at least this side and most likely this side. If I don't do it on this side, I'm going to have like mounds of snow that they can't get over. And that will be what we do on each side. And then we'll have snow tops on the bottom of the cliff, so it looks like the snow has fallen down. It'll look very nice, and let's jump into it. The first thing you'll see me do is take out all the trees. This is so you'll have a blank slate to build the cliff. In this instance, I am building up the cliff, but sometimes you will be able to just shave off the ground, but there's a high chance that you will do a bit of building. And for this thing, so you see I start here, and I start building it up from the back. That is not what I want to do, and it's probably not the best thing to do. So you'll see I take it down, you see me building up, and then I will take it down once I notice what I have done. Let's see me do that. I keep building it up, building up. This is a good way to start. Sometimes you just don't like your build, or you notice there's something wrong with it. When you notice this, you just have to restart, or just get rid of the thing that you need to get rid of. And in this case, it was me starting from the top and going down. I think that's what helps me the most, but other people find it to go down, up. I like going up, down, yeah. So this way, you see I go downwards, and I know exactly how the cliff is going the entire time. So here, I'm just building up the cliff, as you would. I went all the way around first, doing the top, so I can see the entire, what it'll look like at the end. And so with that done, I do the inside, and make sure it looks all good. Now I'm just finishing up the cliff, making it more flat and better looking to my opinion. Next, you'll see me add some snow to the top. This is the next big step. In the example, I use dirt. If you're in a snowy biome, you'll use snow. But you can also use dirt. You can use whatever makes most sense. You want to add a little gravity to it, so you have a bit drooping down, but keep it packed, make it look packed together, but also like it's not defying gravity, so it's a bit hanging down. You can see that there. And so I add a little bit of top. Thing is, I'm not doing too much because you won't see it from the bird's eye view. You'll see it from the ground, like I showed when I was showing you the world. So here we are now working on the other side. On this side, I decided to go a bit more wacky with my cliff. I went up and down a lot instead of straight as like I did on the other side. And so this will add a bit more character, but not a lot. So I'd go with it. If you have a large build, you might want to make it swoop a bit more. But when it's a short build, you can keep it on the same level, add a little bit of thing, but it won't make much of a difference with the droop. It'll look mostly the same. So I'm just adding the cliff again. And on this side, I made it much wider because I felt I was too close to the edge on that side. So it's just going to be pure snow. And so there it goes. And so we continue with the cliff. And so one thing I would like to point out is don't make your each cliff part too long. So I'd say keep your cliffs to at max 3, more 2s and 1s. This way it more makes sense. So that way it's like going down, but it's not like a steep cliff. If it's a steep cliff going down, it doesn't look as well, especially on the short end. When it's bigger, you can scale up. But besides that, I'd keep it mostly to a smaller scale. When I'll keep the distance quite small. So, and now we're adding the snow like we did before. I tried adding a bit more snow hanging. I kept a bit of it, but I'm keeping it mostly to the ground. And now I'm getting distracted and just doing the snow on the floor, which I will get back to in a bit. And here I notice that my screen is wrong, so I move it so you can see the entire thing. So here you can see the entire thing. I'm finishing up the top, and now I'm adding all the snow. So that's all you have to do. Add some little snow to the side so it looks like there's snow falling. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed. Like if you did, and I'll see you later. Bye.